Hi everyone, this video is an entry for people who is starting in the game, so you already have played this for a long time, probably it's not for you. So this video is more a question I have asked multiple times, like what should be your first team. I did a video about what should be your first three teams, okay, and I was trying some heroes, but one of the things that we always forget when we are playing for a long time is you don't get all the heroes. So imagine you're at the beginning of the game, approx at the beginning of the game. Usually, probably you will get stuck in the chapter 8, probably here in the volcano. Okay, I think this was where the dragon was there. So people has a lot of issues passing this one. And then you have the heroes that we have seen here, plus the heroes that you can find in the shop. And if we go to the shop, you will see that you can have Dorian, but it's 750k gold, which right now is nothing. You can get this only with one open of dungeon, so it doesn't make sense. But at the beginning, this is too much gold. And then if we go to a VIP shop, probably you cannot buy anything in the VIP shop because you don't have yet VIP points. So, and honestly, except Sebastian, I don't think Anbar is worthy. If you go to Arena, you will see that these two heroes, Dark Star and Chava, they are very for the end game. I don't really like too much Dark Star. It's okay hero, it was okay hero, but I don't think right now with the current meta provide to you value. Chava is a very good tank, but for end game in defense. And then you have Judge and Astrid, which is core of progress team. We will discard the two heroes later. Then if you go to tower, absolutely anything here, you will use it. Again, mainly, moreover for the first team, no way. Here the same, the only one I can say is Lilith of Faceless, and we will discuss also this. Then if you go to Outland, anything here will be used. Don't go to Luther, you need a real tank. And Luther is not really a real tank. He jumps into the middle team, he breaks teams, he stuns teams, but it's not, you need a proper tank that doesn't go to the middle of the enemy team, so you cannot use anything here. Jorge is a very good hero, very cheap hero, but not for the first team, not for the second team, to be honest. And then we go to the dungeon, and here we have Isaac, and this is very important. We'll discuss this, and then you have Corvus and Albanor. You get Mojo in the chapters, but then you have Mojo and Albanor, but you need Masi, and also Nature is a very expensive team to build. It's good against Hydra, but it's a very expensive thing to do, so I will not recommend this. So you have Corvus here, it's interesting, Isaac also. And then you go here to the Grand Arena, none of these heroes is relevant for you. You go to the Soulstone, you will not have Soulstone yet. You go to the Guild Wars shop, only maybe Nebula, and it's important to know that Nebula is here, and we will go back to this. But you don't have Yu, you don't have Siri, you don't have, I mean, this hero, Yu is good versus Hydra. I will recommend to get Yu versus Hydra, but Siri and Car not recommended at all. And then if we go to Hydra shop, you have Jasmine and you have Morrigan. Morrigan with Corvus is good, but Eternity team is not good versus Hydra. It's not amazing in Arena. It's used a lot to counter Fire Siblings and to counter some specific teams, but again, no amazing. Jasmine is very, very good hero, but it's not good versus Hydra. And then in Hero Way, you have Sessa and you have Tristan. And this is very important because you have probably one of the best damage for Hydra, Sessa, and probably one of the best heroes for physical teams in the game. Tristan, I would say, is top 5 hero in the game, and for physical teams, I think it's top 1. Okay, so with all the heroes we have, there are two options I think that you can do without going to Arena. So as you see, you have Astrid and you have Judge from one of the shops. You have Nebula also, and then you have Isaac for another shop. This is the progress team. The only thing is you don't have is Julius, and Julius is mandatory. So one option could be your first team, could be this one, and then you can put here Astaroth. I will go always as a tank with Astaroth. I think it's one of the top 3 or 4 tanks in the game. You get it since the beginning. It works well, it has resurrection. This team is not amazing, okay? You need to have Julius here. War Julius will be one of the best teams, but it's very good. It's not good versus Hydra, but it's very cheap team. Okay, like you don't need to invest too much. Here, I will not invest in Nebula. I will not invest maybe. I will invest probably the ring, and the ring and the weapon of Astaroth, and then the book of Astrid, and then you can have Judge, Nebula, and Isaac with anything. And at the beginning of the game, it will work very well. It has a lot of shields, so it will be well protected. So this could be maybe the first team I will do. The other option you have, because the point of this team is it doesn't work versus Hydra. The second thing I will do is probably we think about is We got Lilith, which is not as good as Aiden, but still very good, and you got Sesa. Sorry, Sesa. Okay, so this team is strong, it does damage, and it's very good versus Hydra. Okay, so you can go with this team, and then what will be the other heroes? You can say, okay, at the beginning you got Maya, and Maya, despite is not a good hero, okay, it's good for health. You don't need to invest anything in Maya. It's a pseudo tank, so it could be good because it gives you health regeneration, and if you can afford to buy Dorian, it could be a good option. This team here, again, I will never recommend Maya or Dorian to go ahead. I am talking about moving the hero to 120, only the skills, and that's it. Maybe don't spend in any skin stone, in any artifact, maybe only in health glib to get a little bit of health, and that's it. Okay, so this is what I will go. I think this combination with Cesar having the support of Lilith and Dorian would make a very good strong team versus Hydra, much stronger than the progress team I saw before, and will allow you to also to go into wars. You will need to remove Maya at some point and put another hero. The ideal will be if you get Aiden. Okay, you go with this team. It's a strong team, and it's a team that will give you very good results versus Hydra. Okay, this is the second team I will recommend as being your first team. Okay, like one of these two, the progress of this one. There is another option, which is, if we remember, we got Tristan, we got Artemis is got by the missions, the normal missions. Okay, and then the problem here is you don't have a damage dealer. You can try to go with Sebastian temporarily until you get Fafnir. Okay, if you get Fafnir, amazing. Okay, this will be, imagine you get Fafnir and then you have Oya because the event was recently. This will be a super strong team. Okay, this will be much stronger than anything we have seen so far. Okay, this will be super recommended. And again, you need to invest here in Tristan weapon. This is mandatory, should be your priority. Then you can invest in the ring of Astaroth and in the book of Artemis. Okay, Oya and Fafnir doesn't require anything at the beginning of the game. This could be another option, but of course you don't have Fafnir. But if we think about these things, like sometimes there are events where they give you Fafnir, or for example, we are going to have a Fafnir event tomorrow, or we got a Julius event like a couple of days ago, and this is the important. Look for this type of events because it can help you. Also, if we think about, okay, we are going to go with the option of progress, so then you go to the chest, then you go to a select faction and you choose way of progress because you have an option to get Julius. Okay, this is option one. You can open 2 chests per day, so wait and go with the Astaroth, Astrid, Nebula, Judge, and Isaac. Okay, or you want to go with the version of Lilith, Sesa, Astaroth. Okay, so you go to Way of Chaos and you wait to get Aiden. Maybe you get also Kayla, and then you can go with Aiden, Kayla, Astaroth, Sesa, Lilith. Okay, which is a good team. Okay, you can go with it, and it's very good versus Hydra, better than the progress team. But the best way will be you have good luck, you choose Way of Honor, and then you get Fafnir. Because then you go with Astaroth, Tristan, Fafnir, Artemis, and you can add there whatever you want. You can go initially with Maya. As I say, Maya at the beginning of the game is a very strong hero without investing anything, does damage and does health regeneration. And having Fafnir, Artemis with Tristan, it will be very good versus player. We will go well in the missions. I will go very well versus Hydra, so this will be the ideal. Okay, and there is another thing I would like to mention, like we have heard a lot of the times that chests are not a good investment. Chests are the worst investment. Usually open the chest, okay, in 55% discount or not, but at the beginning of the game, and how they have changed right now that with only 10 soul stones you can get a hero. I think getting one of these Staff Hoy offers, getting maybe 5 or 6k emeralds, something like this, and try to select the faction that you like. Like for example, in that case, I will go with or Ways of Progress to try to get Julius, or Way of Honor to try to get Fafnir, and investing in couple of opening chests, particularly if the discount is 55%. Okay, it will be good enough because you have a lot of chance to get Fafnir or to get Julius, and then if your first team in Arena is going to be Astaroth, Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir, and something else, or Julius, Judge, Isaac, Nebula with Astrid, you will see that people will go nuts. On this, I will prefer the version of Fafnir because it's stronger versus Hydra, but any of the two teams, it will be super strong, and valuable. So this is what I will do. Okay, so be patient, use the chest, and if you can get MLS through the free Tapjoy offers, then do it like this way. If not, wait, have patience, and try to get Fafnir or try to get Julius from the chest, and then when you have done this, you have an amazing team. And again, if you do progress first, then wait, when the moment that you get Julius 1 star, you don't need more. Julius 1 star, all the heroes 1 star, you don't need more than this. You don't need 2, 3, 5, it's okay, with 1 star it works. Okay, then change to the time to get Fafnir. So for example, in mine now, I got Fafnir for the event, so I don't need to go Fafnir, and I was in Wave of Honor because I wanted to get Fafnir. Now there is an event of Fafnir, I got Fafnir. Then in the moment that you get Fafnir, move to Wave of Progress and try to get Julius. Okay? This is the idea. Or otherwise, you get Julius already, go to Wave of Honor and try to get Fafnir. When you have the two, then your third team should be related to this team of Sessa, Aiden, Lilith. Okay, you don't have Aiden, go to Lilith. And the idea is is a good team, not amazing, but it's a very good team. I will say is middle tier, but it's very good versus Hydra. Okay, so this is what I will do as a person who is playing in the game for 1 month, between 1 month to 3 months. Okay, this should be your target. Remember always the weapon artifacts to invest in the same heroes. So usually Ring should go to the tank, and then weapon artifact and book should go to a damage dealer. But in the case of Taf, so Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir, it's very important that the weapon go to Tristan. Okay, this is the exception. For progress team, if you get Julius, the ring goes to Julius, like 100%. Book and weapon usually goes to a damage dealer. In that case, will be Astrid. Okay, this is my recommendation. And again, skin stones, always to the tank a little bit, mix between the tank and the damage dealer. Okay, so don't invest between multiple heroes, like spend all your skin stones on getting the default skin of the tank or the health or armor of the tank. I will advise first armor over health. So armor first, then probably health or default skin for the tank. And then when you have this default and health or default and armor, I would say armor better. So armor and default or armor and health in the tank, you have done your first 2 skills. Then all the skills go to a damage dealer. Focus on armor penetration if your hero is physical, or magic penetration if your hero is magic. Okay, so everything like this. And then for the glyphs, invest first in the tank, then in the damage dealer, and then in the rest of the remaining heroes. I always advise to do first health glyphs. So health glyphs in the 4 or 5 heroes that you use, and then is when you come back to the tank and say I'm going to do armor glyph, and then you go to your damage dealer and you will say armor penetration or magic penetration, and then physical attack or magic attack for the damage dealer. So now you start to invest in the damage dealer. As far as your tank survives, leave it like this, okay? But first, always start a little bit with the tank and then with the damage dealer. The other ones don't invest as a team that is new, or a person is new in the game for 1 to 3 months, okay? So let me know if you have any question related with this, and have a good day.